basically how I navigated it was I panicked. I was panicking. I put out this video. I was like, hey guys, like my videos aren't doing well. What do you guys want to see from me? Like, what do you want me to change? Like, obviously, like something isn't working. You're not interacting. And I got so many positive responses on that video. They were like, no, like, I can't believe I haven't seen you on my For You page in forever. Like, I love your stuff. Please don't change anything. I don't know why I haven't seen you, but everything that you're doing is great. Don't change.
There's a billboard in the background.
Yeah. I mean, I accidentally showed a billboard with a little,
condom
on it, and so TikTok was like, it flagged me as unsafe. It flagged me as an unsafe account,
which is wild. That's so wild.
And I didn't understand what was happening, and so I asked, and they were like, no, it's not you, it's the app. God, it was so annoying, but it's over now.
You just heard the voice of Abigail Porter. Welcome back to A Word Before We Leave, everybody. My name is Brett Gaffney. I'm the host and creator of the show. This is the show about people, passions, and what we want to say to the world before we're gone. And today's guest, Abby, has so much to say, and we got it really condensed and succinct and clean for you guys. And honestly, I just think there is something for everybody in the landscape of social media nowadays. Abby is a viral sensation, as some might say. She is the free birth control girl on TikTok. She's gone viral on Instagram and on TikTok multiple times, and she is even making money and income off of this. This is her job. This is what she does. This is what she's passionate about, and we're going to learn about what it took for her to get to this point, her passions, and how her voice online started to become a prevalent thing. And I'm sure you guys are coming into this episode probably not knowing much about who we are as a show. Well, stick around, and thank you for coming back. Thank you for listening if this is your first time. And if you like the episode, feel free to give it a rating on Spotify or share it with one of your friends or family. And maybe we can all go viral together, because after all, this is Abigail Porter and the secret to going viral. And the secret is at the end, but I'm not telling you where it is. You're going to have to listen to that episode to find out. Well, thanks for coming by. And without further ado, here's the episode after a quick word of support. Spotify listeners, the link in the bio is now available for support. If you love the show and you want this show to get better and better as it goes on, feel free to throw us a few dimes or dollars. This show is fully independently produced by me and the team, and every waking dollar that goes into the show just goes right back into it, and we're just trying to make sure that this is high quality, highly marketable, and highly accessible to you guys. So if you feel inclined to support the show, feel free to send us some money our way. We really appreciate it. And if not, a great way to support the show is also just to rate it, share it with friends, and talk about it, because word of mouth matters. After all, these are human stories, and these human stories impact us all and help us all understand each other a little bit better. Thank you for listening, and now the episode.
Hi, I'm Abby. I am a child-free influencer on TikTok. I make videos about my life living in LA without kids.
I feel like that's like super accurate.
Yep,
what's your TikTok, Instagram username?
I'm Zoomy on the internet, so Z00MIE. That's my TikTok. On Instagram, I'm Z00M.IE, because somebody already had the username, and she wouldn't even let me buy it from her. I offered her money, and she was like, no. And I was like, really? Like, this is my brand, but it's fine. Whatever.
No, it's fine.
Like, I tried to pay her for it. I was like, please, I will pay you for this username, but she didn't want to give it to me.
I want it so bad.
So sad. So I'm Z00M.IE on Instagram.
Nice. Well, it still works. People still know you're Zoomy. I feel like you're more famous than the other Zoomy.
Right. I mean, if you type in Z00, I'm the first one that comes up. So it's fine. I'm not mad about it.
And that's what matters.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get the show started, and we start with Word of the Day, as always. Today's Word of the Day is brought to you by Merriam-Webster Dictionary. It is not sponsored. And today's word is fissile. Fissile. Fissile describes materials that are capable of undergoing fission. That is the process in which the nucleus of a heavy atom is split apart, releasing a large amount of energy. Fissile can also be used to describe something such as wood or crystals, capable or of prone being split or divided in the direction of the grain along natural planes. And their example sentence is, the wood of most conifer species is fissile, making it much easier to cut than that of sycamore or hornbeam. Now, you come up with a sentence using fissile, and then I'll come up with a sentence using fissile.
Oh my God.
So, to preface for the listener, Abby and I have done this interview before.
Yeah.
And then I had a power outage, and it corrupted the entire interview file. So we have to do this again. And here we are for the second time.
It's too bad, too, because we really,
the last interview was insanely good.
Yeah, it was so good.
It was so good.
We spilled the secrets of the universe, and I'm so sorry, but they've been lost to the ether.
We pretty much taught people how to go viral on TikTok all by their lonesome.
Yeah.
We told them all the secrets, and that interview is just going to exist on video format on Abby's phone.
You'll just never know.
You'll never know.
Sorry.
We'll see if we get to there
The universe
today.
didn't want people to know.
But the question is, can you make a sentence using the word
Can
fissile?
I make a sentence using this word? I feel like this one's really hard because I don't know materials that are fissile.
Wood, crystals.
Crystals
and wood.
Okay, I have no idea if this is factual or not, but this is my sentence. The diamonds that you would make an engagement ring out of are fissile. I feel like that might be accurate.
I like it. Yeah, because they have to cut it so they can get it on the ring.
So it has to
I think that makes
yeah,
sense.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's accurate or not, but that's my sentence.
I think it counts. And my sentence will be, when I'm choosing different woods to make a cutting board in woodshop class, I choose the most fissile so I can pair them together.
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
Cool. That, yeah.
So that's fissile, everybody. You can use that in your daily vocabulary. And
yeah, if it comes up,
make sure to credit Zoomy, credit me, credit a word before we leave. It's going to be a good time. So let's just get started with the questions because there's no time to waste. We've been here before.
We've done it.
Abby, what gets you out of bed every day?
Well, I would say my morning coffee. I feel like it is hard to motivate myself. Sometimes I do work for myself at home. So sometimes it's a little bit tempting because I don't have, like when I used to work as a server, you have the time that you have to be there. You have to clock in.
Yeah, you have a schedule, a routine to it.
Yeah. I don't have a clock in, clock out time. So sometimes it's a little too easy for me to just stay in bed for a ridiculous amount of time because I can start my day whenever, but I really shouldn't start my day at 2 p.m. So the thing that gets me out of bed is my morning coffee.
Morning coffee. Can't go wrong with the morning coffee.
And go on a little walk. I got to go on a little walk around the city, take it in, get a coffee.
Get a little content going while you're walking?
Yeah, absolutely. Talk to my favorite barista and then come home and start my work day.
What's your go-to coffee spot?
It's called Velo. It's over there by the Target, and I love the baristas there. They're great.
Very nice.
They're fabulous.
So,
shout out to Austin.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that's working at Velo Coffee. We hope you guys are having a good day, and hopefully you guys are brewing up coffee for all the morning coffee lovers.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
So you say you work from home. You say you kind of have your own schedule. What got you into creating TikTok, social media? Like, when did that start clicking with you where you were like, okay, maybe this is my thing?
Well, I have always loved social media. Back when I was in high school, that was when Tumblr was the big thing.
The Tumblr girls, you were posting all the blog posts.
I was not famous on Tumblr, but I was very active on Tumblr. I was a super Hulakian. I was really
What does that mean?
Oh my God.
What is super Hulakian?
Oh my God. Yeah. So basically it's a fan of the shows, Supernatural, Doctor Who, and Sherlock, BBC.
I do love Supernatural, and I do love Doctor Who.
So you
didn't watch Sherlock.
So you'd be a Super Whovian.
Super Whovian.
Yeah,
cool,
but
cool.
I was a Super Hulakian.
That's so specific.
It was really, and it was a good time. So anyway, all that to say, I've always loved social media. When Instagram came out, I was begging my mom to let me get an Instagram. It took her a couple years.
How old were you?
Oh gosh, when did Instagram come out?
I feel like it came out in 2010, 2009.
Yeah,
early.
yeah. So I would have been 10 or 11 when it came out, which is maybe a little.
Yeah, we're the same age.
Yeah. I got my first phone. They were late on the tech, which honestly, I do appreciate that now. With the whole iPad baby thing, I am glad that my mom kept me off social media for a long time, but I remember begging her to let me get Instagram, and she didn't let me get an Instagram until I was 14 or so.
Did you have Facebook?
I did have a Facebook, but it was mostly just like to keep in touch with family. So anyways, I've always loved social media. I have always found it fascinating. I have always loved posting. I have always loved interacting. I have always loved building a community of like-minded individuals. And so when TikTok came out, I was like, okay, cool. We've got this new app.
It's like Vine. It's new.
Like Vine. I loved Vine. It's new, and people are kind of blowing up on here. I don't know. I feel like, I just have always wanted to make a career out of this. So I was like, this is my time. Like, if I'm going to do it, like, I have to get in early on this app.
We got to find a way to make money off of this.
Yeah, right? So I just started posting whatever. I didn't really have an idea in mind for a lot of the time, but then I had a series blow up, and it was like a film series that I was talking about.
Because you were in a film class at the time?
Yeah, I was in a film class at the time. Again, we have talked about this before.
So we're kind of repeating ourselves, but honestly, it probably makes...
It's been a couple months.
It's been a few months, so there's probably new, fresher things as we get closer to like the future, past, present stuff.
Exactly.
You know, I segment the show, start in the past, get to the present, get to the future. So I have a feling this section will be similar, but as we go on, there might be some developments.
Yes, we love that. Anyway, so I was posting on TikTok, just hoping something would catch. And then I started talking about, the fact that I don't want kids, and people seemed really interested in that. And I started this series called the Free Birth Control Series. It blew up like crazy. And that's what I'm still doing today.
Yeah. What episode are you on right now?
I just did episode 207.
Yeah. I remember seeing one recently, and I feel like people are like calling you out online.
Yeah. Wait.
Recent. I don't know how recent it was, but I feel like people are like, this girl's wrong.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, that always happens.
People are like trying to start war with you for some reason.
There's always beef on the internet, and I try my hardest to stay out of it. But, I don't know. It happens sometimes, I guess.
So what inspired the Free Birth Control series?
It was really like I was looking for something on TikTok that I could post about that somebody wasn't already doing, because
you wanted to find your niche.
I wanted to find
corner of the internet.
My thing, right? Yeah. Something that I was passionate about that nobody else was talking about, because, you've got 100 Get Ready With Me girlies out there, and I love them all. But it just wasn't really my thing.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing over and over again. And I didn't feel like I could do something that was unique enough to it that people would want to watch it, because you have to provide a service, I think, on TikTok to get people to follow you. You follow people for makeup tips, or for educational purposes, or because you think that they're funny and you get a laugh out of them. So I wanted to provide a service, give people a reason to follow me. And again, like I said, I have always known that I don't want kids. So I was kind of on this corner of the internet where moms would share just like these hilarious and outrageous videos of crazy things that their kids would do.
And then you'd respond to it.
Yeah. And the comments would be full of like, oh, thanks for my free birth control today. And I was like, oh my gosh, this phrase is under every video that comes up. What if I was the person who filled that gap and made it so that people had a place to go for their daily free birth control?
And prior to this, you were doing a lot of like experimental TikToks, just still trying to figure out your voice. And
trying
it
to
just
figure out how the app works.
It came to you and you were like, oh my God.
Yeah.
From what you said last time, based on what I remember, you put the whole Bee Movie on TikTok?
I did it at some point. No, I did. I was trying to figure out what worked on TikTok, and something that I was experimenting with was how the algorithm interacts with, like, because that comments are more important than likes, and I that's always how it's been. And if you get a lot of engagement in the comments, that will push your video
way
farther.
More than likes and saves.
Yes, because if you're having a discussion about it, then TikTok will be like, oh, this is an interesting video. Yeah. But something that I noticed is that I can comment on my own videos, and that counts towards the algorithm.
Yeah.
So I was like, I put a video out there, and I was like, hey, this is a test. I'm testing to see if this will go viral. I'm commenting on my own TikTok to see if that will work. And so what I did is I pulled up the Bee Movie script and I copied and pasted it, and it took me like 3 hours to do it.
And you were doing this on your laptop?
I was doing it on my phone.
Oh my God.
So I was switching apps. Like, oh my God. It took me so, like, in my Notes app to Safari to TikTok, like, it took me
such
hours.
A process.
It was such a process, but it did end up going viral. It got like
banana
7 million views or something
That's
like
banana
that.
views.
Yeah. So it works. It works. Comment on your own videos. Start a discussion. Honestly, that's the way to do it.
I see a lot of posts now where like the creator of the post will comment like, what's your thoughts on this? Respond down below.
Yes.
Or be like, what's your favorite movie? Respond down below. You know, it's like they're creating like multiple threads that you can talk within.
Yes.
And then people comment within the thread. So then everyone like bumps down and it's almost like a whole Twitter thread or a whole like threads thread, you know?
Yeah. And all of those comments count. That's the way to do things on social media. Is just to create a conversation about something, create a discussion. Some people will do that through like rage baiting, you know, and it works is the thing. I don't like that.
You don't like making people super upset.
No, I prefer to make people upset
mildly
because
upset,
you can't avoid it. But yeah, I try my best not to upset people.
So what was one of the first videos that went viral for you where you were like, oh my God?
My first ever viral video was when I talked about how and again, this was my film class. My first ever viral video was, I was talking about something that I had learned in film class. It's not a theory. I don't know really what to call it, but it's this idea. There was this guy, and he was basically mapping out the 36 different plot lines that all stories kind of follow. So it's like, you know, you've got the hero's journey.
Yeah.
It's it's like 36 like
and
plot
like Shakespeare discovered like 5 or 6 of those main story arcs.
Yeah, and they're kind of like tropes almost where you just will see these kind of formulas in almost every book or movie or whatever that you watch. And so I was like, there are 36 different plots. And that video, I think it got 3 million views. And I just remember, the feeling of getting those like first 300,000 views. I was like, oh, this is it.
I'm famous. I'm so famous.
It was like, oh my God, this is my big break. Obviously, like
nothing.
It was not like it's nothing, you know, it's TikTok,
yeah,
you know.
The virality is so constant for so many random people that it's like impossible to be discovered from one.
Yeah, especially like in the early days, like everyone was just like anyone could go viral at any time.
No one took it seriously.
No one took it seriously. It was and that was before, you know, videos could be longer. They can be so long now. That was in the time where they could only be a minute.
And now they can be 30 minutes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I've never seen a 30-minute TikTok, but
I'm getting like Lego videos recommended, and it's a guy building a whole Lego set in like a time lapse, and it's like 28 minutes, and it has to have me turn my phone sideways.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not getting on TikTok for this.
No, I'm
like,
not.
I don't want to watch 30 minutes of one TikTok.
No, because I feel like the point of TikTok is like the constant
quick
scroll,
hit. Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Like, I hate to say like the doom scroll, but like that's why I get on TikTok, because I want something short, something simple, something that's dopamine release immediately.
I feel like it's so weird to have a long video because you're just scrolling on TikTok, like trying to find something that you like, and it would be weird.
It just really wants to be YouTube.
Yeah, it really does, and I hate that. I wish like all the social media apps are just trying to be each other, and I hate that. I wish Instagram would be for photos. I wish TikTok would be for short form, YouTube for long form, Twitter for typing
little
blog
sentences.
Posts. Like that's it. I wish that was how it was, but they're all trying to be each other.
They're all competing with each other. Facebook's competing with itself. I mean,
it's crazy. I hate it. I really hate the social media landscape of today. Because it feels like it's for profit.
Well, yeah, it is. It all is for profit. That's like most of the world right now is like, get your bread or get out.
Yeah, and it's so frustrating. I hate it. Go back to the way it was, Instagram, please. Bring back the chronological feed. That's all we want.
We've been dying for the chronological feed. We've been dying for
it. Why won't they just do it? I don't know.
So what's your thoughts on Reels versus TikTok?
Reels really annoys me because
you've gone viral on Reels.
I have gone viral on Reels. Reels annoys me because I feel like, I guess maybe Reels feels like the early days of TikTok when TikTok didn't work as well. It's like I'll be scrolling on Instagram Reels and I'll hear the same audio like 7 times in 10 minutes. And it's really annoying. It's like, oh, this is a trending audio right now. But that's like, I don't want to hear it every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that audio every...
Like, is it trending because people are interacting with it, or is it because the app just pushes it?
It's forcing it to be trending. Exactly. It does not feel organic. It doesn't feel like people are really liking this song right now, so it's going viral. It's like, no, Instagram for some reason decided that this little snippet of a song is going to go viral this week. And it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel organic. The filters are dumb. Anytime I see somebody doing like a stupid filter challenge on Instagram, I'm like, please, this is not what I want to see. I don't know. So Reels, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I wish that I didn't have to post on Reels.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's deep.
I feel like I have to post
you have to
there.
you have to have a presence on all platforms. Mm-hmm. Does it get exhausting?
Yes, for sure. For sure it does. I mean, I think it really is only exhausting just because I hate a lot of them. Like, I hate Instagram Reels. I don't want to post there.
You know what I hate even more than Instagram Reels? YouTube Shorts.
Oh, yeah. See, I would never watch YouTube Shorts.
Who is
watching them?
I think it's like kids, like young kids.
Right. And it's like, so my content doesn't really work there, but I feel like I have to post there.
Yeah.
I wish I could, I don't know. I wish things would just be what they are. So I could post photos on Instagram, short form on TikTok. If that was how things were, I feel like I wouldn't get exhausted.
And also, they don't want people to like cross upload. You have to like take off a watermark, or you have to like do a different edit for each platform.
Exactly.
Because it's like all of the algorithms know that you uploaded it to the other one.
Exactly. So you have to create original content for every single platform, which is
even more work.
Like,
you can't do one video and then upload it to all of them, because each one has different specific parameters and like things that it wants. Like Instagram wants it to be aesthetically visual, TikTok wants it to be very interactive, YouTube wants it to be under a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they all have their little, and you can't, it's very annoying.
So I think it's perfect time to do a segment called Wordplay. Woo! Last time we did this, it took us, was it fast or long?
I think we did it really,
I feel like we did it really fast.
I feel like we did it really fast because I feel like I'm really good at this game.
Yeah. I'm great at this game.
So I feel like it was fast.
This would be cake. So you know the rules. One word, nothing in the room, nothing we've said. Don't repeat yourself. Try to avoid names.
Yes.
And I'll count us down and we try to say the same word.
Okay, great.
And, try to, if we get like on a weird track where you're like still thinking about what you said 4 rounds ago, forget it. Just think about the round in the present.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Let the source inspire the source, inspire the source.
Got it.
Okay. I got a word.
Okay, I got one.
3, 2, 1.
Light
plane.
bulb.
Plane and light bulb.
I got something.
3, 2, 1. Sun.
Seatbelt.
Sun and seatbelt.
That's like the seatbelt sign.
Sun and seatbelt.
Sun and seatbelt.
I got a word. I don't know if it's gonna like get us there immediately, but I think it'll keep us on track.
Okay. Okay, I got something.
3, 2, 1.
Jeep.
Headlight. Headlight. Jeep. Jeep. Headlight.
I got something.
I got it. 3, 2, 1. Off-road.
Yeah, okay, great. I said off-roading, you said off-road. That counts.
That counts. That counts. Off-roading versus off-road is essentially the same.
Yeah, that's worse.
Sometimes I like catch people and I'm like, well, I said fraternity and you said frat, so we have to keep going.
No.
But like an ing versus like I think that counts for sure.
Yeah, it works.
All right, so
that was good.
That was really fast.
Good.
It was perfect.
Yeah, we're great at this.
Last time we talked, you were shadow banned, but I don't think you're shadow banned anymore.
No, I'm not. Oh my gosh.
So how'd you navigate that, and then what's it like now?
I hate being shadow banned. It's so annoying.
You like begged TikTok to unshadow ban you by like the reports. You like reported yourself multiple times.
I was like, please, like I know that people love my videos. I put out a video that was like, basically how I navigated it was I panicked. I was panicking. I put out this video. I was like, hey guys, like my videos aren't doing well. What do you guys want to see from me? Like, what do you want me to change? Like, obviously, like something isn't working. You're not interacting. And I got so many positive responses on that video. They were like, no, like, I can't believe I haven't seen you on my For You page in forever. Like, I love your stuff. Please don't change anything. I don't know why I haven't seen you, but everything that you're doing is great. Don't change.
There's a billboard in the background.
Yeah, I mean, I accidentally showed a billboard with a little
condom.
a condom on it, and so TikTok was like, it flagged me as unsafe. It flagged me as an unsafe account,
which is wild. That's so wild.
And I didn't understand what was happening, and so I asked, and they were like, "No, it's not you. It's the app." God, it was so annoying, but it did. It's over now.
So when you started coming out of that like shadow ban and the videos and the views started coming back, what were you like? What was that like?
Well, it was very sudden. It was weird. Because I reported myself to TikTok, and I was like, please, I know that I'm so sorry that I accidentally showed a condom in the background. It was an ad. I'm so sorry that I accidentally showed a condom ad in my videos. Please unflag my account. I swear I won't do it again. I understand what I did wrong. Please take me back. And the next day I had a video get 2 million views. Immediately. And I was like, oh, okay. Thanks for unflagging my account, I guess. Like, okay.
How many videos do you upload a day?
It really depends. Sometimes I get in a mood where I just want to talk to the internet, and I'll upload like 6 videos in a day. But I try for 1 video a day. 1 to 2. Sometimes if I would, on average, probably 2.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Are you... like, you making money?
Yes. Yeah.
Like a lot?
No.
No. Like
I wish I was making more.
I feel like people don't understand the reality of making money off of social media.
Yeah.
I feel like they think, oh, you go viral a few times, all of a sudden you're swimming in money. You can buy Teslas and you can hang out with David Dobrik and you can go be the influencer that you are. What is the reality of where you're at when it comes to financial stability from social media?
Yeah. So the reality is, so the two main ways that I make money are from brand deals and from TikTok itself. So TikTok has this creator program where if you have more than 10,000 followers, you can join their program and they will pay you for videos that get lots of views. Is it
like $1 every 1,000 views or something?
Yes, that is their new program. It used to be much less than that, and they updated it, and so now it's much more. So it's about anywhere from like some people make 50 cents per 1,000 views. Some people will make $1. The most I've ever made, because it changes per video based on how good the video does.
Yeah.
So I've had videos that I was getting paid $1.20 per 1,000 views, and I've gotten videos where I've been paying 30 cents per 1,000 views. So it really depends. But that is their new program, and it's not.
It's not lucrative.
No. I mean, if you get like a super viral video, you can make a lot of money. But most of the time, my videos that I put out make anywhere from like $1 to like $7. Most of my videos are making about that much from the TikTok Creator Fund. Now, and then occasionally, I have a video that blows up and I'll make much more than that. But on average, most of my videos are not doing that well.
Damn.
Yeah. So It's hard. It's hard, and it's very it's unreliable. It's not a very reliable source of income. So, being a creative is always kind of stressful because you never know, like, oh, this month I could make lots of money and next month I could make no money.
It's so unpredictable.
It's so unpredictable.
Even though you're so familiar with it, you know how the algorithm works. You know what your brand is. You know who you're talking to. You have consistent people coming back to your videos.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a fan. That's how I
Thank you.
found you. I mean, obviously. I mean, besides you like coming into the restaurant I work at, but I was like, Zoomy's cool.
Yeah. So, I think most creators are not making as much as it seems like they are making. I think that...
the money's on YouTube is what they say.
The money is on YouTube, which I need to get on YouTube, but YouTube's hard.
Yeah, that's a whole nother ballpark.
It really is.
You really have to deal with like long-form content.
Yeah, and I don't really watch a lot of YouTube.
Yeah.
The reason I understand TikTok so much is because I spend a lot of time on there. I watch a lot of TikTok. I don't watch a ton of YouTube, so I feel like I'm a little bit out of my depth.
Hello, Willow. I have Abby's pet cat on my lap right now.
Oh, wow.
She's just getting cozy. She's climbing around me.
She's loving it.
I have so many pets on the podcast that at this point it's like I'm so excited to have a pet on the podcast.
I love that.
I was always allergic to cats and now I'm
really?
not, and I live with 2 cats now.
Oh, see, that's how it is. Every
it is.
time somebody's like, "Oh, I'm allergic to cats," I'm like, "No. You
just gotta live with
one.
one. You just gotta get one. You just gotta get one. You'll be fine.
You just gotta get one.
You get used to it. It goes away. I'm not allergic anymore. Me and Beans are chilling. Beans the cat.
Yeah.
Samson the cat. They're homies.
I love that.
Is there anything you want to like let the world know about social media or about you that's present day? Like, is there anything that you could say to them if maybe they wanted to go viral?
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to make it on social media, I think the biggest thing that I would have to say is be consistent. Be consistent. Provide a service. It doesn't have to be like, you don't have to be selling something. You don't have to be giving advice. You don't have to provide a service in that way. You just have to give people a reason to come back to your page. You have to give them something to recognize you by, so that they know what they're getting when they come to your page. And, eventually something will stick. If you're really into this and you want to do this, just keep posting, keep doing your best, and eventually something will stick. Although it could take years. So.
I mean, you started at Tumblr at the age of like...
at the age of however old I was, like 12. So...
Classic.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be another segment before we move into the final questions. And this segment is going to be called Word Definition. I'm going to give you a word, and then you define it in your own words. I'm going to say one word, but you can say sentences.
Okay.
Social media.
Social media. So I just define it?
Yeah, define it in your own words.
Social media is a place for connection, and also for the worst things that you've ever seen in your life. It can be great, and it can be frustrating. It can be informative, and it can be misleading. You got to be careful with social media.
Can't believe everything you see on the internet.
It's the best thing and the worst thing.
Oh, I've made some TikToks where I lie to people.
You make lying TikToks?
I don't try to, but like sometimes you embellish a story to make it more
Sure.
funny.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then people are like, did this actually happen? And I'll be like,
well,
I'm not saying it didn't. I'm not saying it did, but you liked it, so that's what matters. All right, another word. Creativity.
Creativity can look different for everyone. There are a lot of different ways to be creative. You can be a visual artist. You can be, I think it takes creativity to be like a researcher or an academic. You can be creative in the way that you dress. I think it looks different for everyone.
It's all about choice.
Totally.
Children.
Not for me.
I saw that coming.
Yeah. Cats are my children.
Willow is baby.
She really is. Look how cute she's being right now.
She's all cuddled up right now.
She just wants to, she has things to say.
We're in Abby's apartment, by the way. This is a travel podcast, so we do set up. I actually forgot my laptop today, and Abby was patient enough to let me set up everything and run home and grab my laptop and then sprint back here.
I really feel like the universe was against us today, because
I know.
With it getting deleted,
the original file got deleted, and then I showed up, and then I opened my backpack, and the look on my face, you were like, "What?
What happened?"
I'm like, "I don't have my computer. I don't have the thing that records the interview."
And then it wasn't working.
And then it wasn't working for like 10 minutes, and I was like, "Come on, fix it."
So I don't know. The universe is against us.
I mean, I'm gonna make sure I save this like 8,000 times after I'm done recording, just so I have it. My mission right now is to make sure this episode comes out.
Duplicate.
Yep. Okay, another word. Life.
Ooh, my cat just tried to bite me. Sorry, Willow.
She doesn't like life.
Life. Oh gosh. Hard. Difficult. But can be lovely.
Yeah. That's a common consensus, I feel like. Mm-hmm. One more word, and then we'll move into the final questions. Death.
Inevitable. Not as bad as we make it out to be.
It's coming.
Mortality is okay.
It's the most human thing. It's the most animalistic thing ever. It's it is a constant. It's unchanging. It will always be here.
It's all right. We're going to be fine. We
only have like so much time to do what we want to do, so we might as well do it. Yeah.
I feel like we're so scared of it, and like I get it, and grief is
real.
Is so real, and it's hard, but I don't know. I think that we're all really, really, really scared of dying, and of not having our presence on the earth anymore, and whatever you believe in, I don't know. It's like, I think it's going to be fine, actually.
I think so too. All right, time for the final questions.
All right.
If you could time travel back to 8-year-old, 9-year-old Abby, what would you tell her?
I would tell her, that it's okay for her to have her own opinions on things. She doesn't have to conform to the opinions of others just because that's what they tell her that she needs to do, and she doesn't have to, they say, oh, this is what's right and this is what's wrong. She can make her own decisions about what's right and what's wrong and what works for her and what life is going to look like for her. It doesn't have to look like everyone else's life. She doesn't have to be a mother if she doesn't want to, and I don't want to. So.
And what would 80-year-olds say to you?
I really, really hope that she'll say thank you. I really hope that I'm living my life in a way that 80-year-old me will be proud of. I'm trying to make her proud. Trying to live my life in a way that is meaningful.
I mean, if you look back to like 2 years ago, do you think she'd be proud of you now?
Yeah, and I'm proud of her.
And that's what matters, right?
So
that's like the good stuff.
Yeah.
What would you say to somebody that maybe has been uploading to TikTok or to YouTube, Instagram, and it's just not clicking on the viral side? Like, what would you say to someone that's chasing virality?
I would say, I see you. I know it's hard. And it's so frustrating. I've been there. I have been in that place where you spend an hour or 2 hours or a month on a video and you upload it and it gets 100 views, 30 likes. Like, oh, I hate that feeling. But I would say, like, everyone who is big on social media, every single person has been there. They have had that moment. Unless they were like uploaded one and it went crazy viral or something, but we're not talking about them. Most of the time, every single person who uploads on social media has a point in which they weren't getting any views, and it really depends on, whether they kept going or not, and whether they found something that worked for them or if they gave up. And if this is something that you really want, I would say don't give up. Find something that you're passionate about truly. Provide the people with a service. Give them a reason to want to hear from you. And I know that's way easier said than done.
Yeah.
Way easier said than done. But yeah, I think consistency is key, and just keep going at it if it's something that you really want. It's tough, but it's possible.
And I think that applies to everything, not just social media. Like, for this podcast, I would kill for an episode to get 1,000 listens or like 1,000 downloads.
Yeah.
I would die for the day when that happens. But for now, I just have to keep doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And eventually that day will come.
Yep.
Because I care about what I do, and I'm putting the love into it, and the people that do listen to it really like it.
Yeah.
And people want to hear your stories. People want to hear other people's stories.
Yeah.
That's like, humans are story driven.
Right.
And at the end of the day, your social media is helping people. It's informative. It's letting people make big decisions in their life, and it's telling a story.
Yeah.
And for me, the podcast is very similar in that aspect.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to interview you so bad. I was like, I don't care if I lost that first interview. I'm gonna get this out there.
Yeah.
Abby Porter or Abigail Porter or Zumi.
That's me.
Would you care to share a word before we leave?
Yeah. Wait, how does this work again? Is it one word or is it like a thought?
It's whatever you make of it. It's open to interpretation.
Got it.
I prefer more than a word. Some people say a word, and then I'm like, good job.
Awesome. I would say, if we're talking social media and how to find success on there, I would say don't be afraid to be cringe. Like, try your hardest to just completely disregard what anyone might think of you when you upload your video, because I know it can be kind of embarrassing. Don't be afraid to be cringe, and keep going, and that applies to whatever you're going for. If you want something, you have to be consistent in going and getting it. You got to wake up every single day and decide that you want it. And, maybe not, and honestly, maybe not even every day. Because sometimes I wake up and I feel like I want to take a nap that day. And that's fine too. You don't have to wake up every day and be the most driven person in the world.
Sometimes you have to have a cat nap. You gotta be Willow.
And that's okay too. It's good to rest. It's actually great to rest. I don't believe in grind culture. But I do believe in being consistent and showing up for yourself and showing up for the things that you want out of life, and trying your hardest to go and get them.
And that doesn't just apply to social media.
No, that applies to life too.
Yeah.
I think that's for whatever career, whatever goal that you have, whether that's whether that's a job or an experience, or I don't know. It applies to whatever.
Abby Porter, keep going. Guys, thank you so much. This has been Brett Gaffney and
Abigail Porter.
And you've listened to A Word Before We Leave. I'm going to say some quick thank yous, and that's the episode. First of all, I want to say thank you to Abby. I want to say thank you to her boyfriend, who allowed me to come in here and record this podcast in their living room. I want to say thank you to everyone that's been a part of Season 2, and of course, you, the listener. I couldn't do this without you. Another special shout out to Parker Abrams for making our intro and outro song. And maybe you too can make a TikTok today.
If you want,
If you want.
If you love social media.
Maybe you can watch Zoomy on TikTok.
Yeah.
Zoomy, is there anything coming out that you want to let the people know about? Or anything you want to say before we go?
Well, I just made a Discord, and it's a lot of fun. And I'm trying to get people to join the Discord. Got a lot of really cool members in there. And it is kind of a blast. We share like free birth control, and it's like a little child-free community. So if you're looking for other people who also don't want kids, if you want to make some friends that don't have kids, if you're struggling to, if all your friends have grown up and gotten married and have kids and you need some new ones, I have about 1,000 of them waiting on my Discord. So,
how do they find the Discord?
If you go to the just link on any of my social medias, it should be the link in my bio.
And her Instagram and TikTok are Zoomy, or you can search for the Free Birth Control series in the search bar on TikTok.
Should come up.
And she's got red hair, and she's got a lot to say.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening, and stick around for more episodes to come. We have a big year ahead of us. This has been Brett Gaffney and Abigail Porter. Thank you so much. All I got to do now is close a door. What door? Did I do that door last time?
Yeah.
Sorry, gotta sneak by you. How do I?
Oh yeah, you just go around, and it's just like it's around the corner on the left there.
I'm slamming it.
Yep.